Hey guys, Jeff Ryan here. Been having a blast with the new layout so far, but I got a couple of projects that are going to be easy and fun today. I was talking about this in the last video. You know the orange Mako Shark and the brown Mako Shark? They both have got larger wheel wells, and I've got this here it is. I've got this chassis with the AFX wheels and tires in the back, and they got like the Tough One wheels and tires in the front. I think that this is the type of chassis style they wanted to use with the orange and the brown one. So I'm going to swap that out and just see how it looks. I love the way that it looks right now, just with the slender tires and all that stuff. But let's give it a shot with the bigger tires front and back, see what we can come up with. Here's another project I kind of want to get to just for fun. I love the Galaxies 500. I'm not sure the gentleman's name who made this, but he made this. He made the Torino I have, and it's a kit. And he's got the windshield, he's got the bumpers, he's got the body, and I've got a chassis over there. When I got the chassis out of the Ziploc bag, the tires just fall off. They just fall off. I've got some tires over here. I believe, I think they're from Dash. I got some tires and the hubs. They're all black. And I want to see how they work, if they grip any better with the hubs here, because I was just turning the chassis over and they're falling off my hand. So we're going to check those out later. My buddy Mark from, I believe he's Ontario, Canada, sent those to me, and he wanted me to give them a shot. So I'll do a product review, let you know how they're going to do. So we got to get this body all trimmed out to where it'll accept the front and back bumpers, and we got to get those trimmed out as well as the glass. All right, guys, let's go and get started. I just placed the chassis over there, and look at the tire just fell off because I touched it. It's unbelievable. So let me do this just for fun. We will get the orange Mako Shark off the chassis here, and then we'll go ahead and put the other one there. I just want to see what it looks like dressed out like that. You know what? I just want to see what it go ahead and look like. Get that out of there. Okay, good. Now let's put the chassis on. Right away it's looking good. Let me go and get the guide pin in there where it should be. Too fun. It already looks good. Now I tell you what, when I got this Mako Shark, it had not been on a chassis before, never been mounted, and I had to thread the screw post. That's always fun. My advice with whenever you guys need to thread the screw post is take your time. Don't rush with that. Okay, let's see what it looks like. Oh my gosh, that looks amazing. That looks absolutely amazing. Make sure I got it on here. Well, I tell you what, I didn't get the guide pin in right. Let me go ahead and adjust that real quick. That's kind of cocky going off to the side there, isn't it? We'll loosen that up for us. Didn't see that. There we go. Much better. Okay, tighten back up. Yes. On the track. Yes. Let's give it a shot. Okay. Don't know why that's happening. Maybe the rear tires. Don't know. Just a sec. I just took a look at the back tires. They do look like they need to be replaced. I just sanded it a little bit. Seems like it's working better, but they're not as grippy as I'd like. But I tell you what, just looking at the Mako Shark with the larger rims and tires, I'm digging it, guys. I don't know if I'm going to switch it back to the standard T-Jet chassis or not. It looks really good like that. I mean, look at it. The tires are in the rims. Wow. Absolutely stunning. Very good. Again, I'm having a hard time thinking if I should go back to the other chassis or not. Well, I tell you what, that Mako Shark looks good just sitting there, doesn't it? All right, since the tires are just coming off, there's no one falling off. There you go. Now, it looks like this is a good repro of the standard T-Jet tire. It's got the ribbing on there. Let's see how it fits, though. See how it fits on that rim. Okay, good. That's snug. That's absolutely snug. That's good. Let's try the other one just for fun. Yeah, you got to actually press them on there. They just don't sit on there. You got to Yeah, you almost got to work it a little bit to get them on there. Very good. Very good. Okay, those aren't going to come off. There's a little too much play in that front axle. Let me go ahead and take care of that. Okay, good. I just touched it to the transformer, and I took care of the gap in the front, the axle there. So it runs good. I'm probably going to put a couple drops of oil on it. But let's go ahead and dive into the chassis, see what we got. Or not the chassis, the body. All right, just looking at it, we have some of the flashing here on the side. We got some of the windshield here. Here's what's interesting. The little back piece there, can you see it? There's a hole drilled in the back screw post, but there is not a hole drilled in the front screw post. It's kind of interesting. So all the flashing, there's a little bit in the wheel wells. I'm just going to go ahead and get an emery board and start sanding this stuff out here, and maybe like a rat tail file, that type of thing. Just for fun, with any luck, if you're trying to get flashing off, a lot of times you can do it with your fingernail, and it gets a lot of it off. But in like the tight corners there, the window posts, I'm going to get the X-Acto knife. But it's coming off very, very easy, guys. Okay, here's what I've been doing. I've got that little rat tail file here. It's actually a triangle, and I've been trying to get it, in the tight little places and do some sanding, getting all the flashing off. It's coming out real good. Got the wheel wells done. I even the little holes here for the front bumper, I got those cleaned out. So doing good. I'm going to do a little bit more fine sanding. Then I'm going to go ahead and either get to the windshield or the bumpers, one of the two. Okay, got the windshield, and boy, I've done a ton of these. I don't know. He might be using Aluminite. I'm not sure. Same procedure. A lot of this stuff will just come off. I'm going to get the X-Acto knife and just trim everything off real quick. There's something to be said about making your own pieces like this guy did compared to, I mean, you see the flashing getting off there? The X-Acto knife, yeah, it's making quick work of it, but compared to the injection molds, there really is no comparison. It's so much better. But doing it this way, you can tell that this guy had like a 2-part mold, and he did it himself. It's a little bit thicker flashing than I would like to have, but it still came out real good. So again, there's something to say about the injection molds compared to doing it yourself. They're always just a little bit better when you do the injection molds. Windshield's coming out great, coming out real good. I just drilled the holes for the so they fit in the roof real good. Just a little bit more sanding and should be all good. Just for fun, I got the windshield sanded up. I'm doing my dry fitting. Fits in there real good. Just slid out, but that's a testament to how good it fits in right there. Look at that. Look at that. I got to drill out the front screw post, and then we're going to have to thread both the screw posts, and we also have to get the bumpers cleaned up. Got to get them cleaned up well enough for them to fit, but also I want to go ahead and spray them with the Molotov chrome pen. Just a second, I was working on the bumpers. I was trying to dry fit them. It doesn't snap into place like you think it would. The front one doesn't. There's no getting it to hold there, but the back bumper, it does go into place, and I had it there a second ago. So I think instead of snapping them into place, we're gonna have to rely on, there we go, we're rely on the glue a lot. So that does go into place, but it just, I'm gonna give them an A for effort, but they could have did better on fitting the bumpers to the chassis. They're just a little bit wonky. I'm still gonna follow through and finish the project, but they're just a little bit wonky. Okay, we got that back screw post the way we want it, come from the factory like that, but we've got to take care of that front one. So let me go ahead and get my Dremel, and let me go ahead and get my little handheld drill, and we'll bore that out. I just started hand drilling, guys, and I am going very, very slow. I'm doing my best to make sure that the bit is perpendicular, or not perpendicular, it's going straight in the shaft there. I don't want it getting all off to the side or anything like that. So I'm going to continue doing this, but let me go ahead and put it in front of me. Okay, good. I've got both the screw posts where I want them. I'm going to go ahead and, I don't know where they're at. I'm going to find some screws here just so I'm going to get these threaded. Okay, good. I got the 2 little screws. And my point with this earlier is, guys, whenever you thread one of these, you just take your time. You get it in a little bit, you back it out a little bit. You do it in a little bit more, back it in, and you just keep doing that until you get it to where you want it. Same thing, just go a little bit at a time, back it up, a little bit at a time, back it up, until you can start feeling it, cut those, come back a little bit, come back a little bit. I'm going to finish this off, do it in front of me. got the screws threaded and I was just dry fitting the body in there. One thing I noticed straight away, I got the back screw in the screw post there, but when you put the chassis in, what's interesting is it doesn't allow the front tires to spin. So what that tells me is the front axle is touching the front screw post. If I take this out, it turns smoothly. So I'm probably going to have to sand a little bit off of the front screw post right there in the back of it. Okay, been working on the front screw post. I was just fitting it again, but I'm running into another problem. With the Ford Galaxies, the tires should fit up underneath that wheel well, and right now I can't get both of them to do that. The solution that I'm thinking about is taking the hubs off and sanding the little bit that's close to the body of the chassis so I can get those tires moved in a little bit closer, because they just do not fit up under there the way they should be. So let me go ahead and get that front axle off. Got the hubs off the axle there, and there's just a little bit I'm going to grind down. I've got my Dremel out here. I'm just going to grind down a little bit of that, and it'll allow me to put the tires close to that chassis body. Okay, just spent the last little bit grinding down. See if I can show it to you, grinding down the back of the hubs. Did it to both of them. Let me grab the axle and put it back where it belongs. Okay, got the chassis back on, and the wheels got better profile, but as I'm turning it there, I can still feel it's just dragging slightly against that front screw post, the axle is. So let me go ahead and get the chassis off, grind down the front screw post a little bit more. All right, I got the chassis on, back wheels are spinning, front wheels are spinning like they should. I think we got it where we want it. Let's go ahead and put it on the test track just for fun. Here we go, and see what we get, guys. Oh, looking good already. Yes, it is, running smooth too. I tell you what, I put those dash tires on there. My first impression is slightly a little bit stiff, and boy, they got some good grip, I tell you that. And as far as the way they looked, the ribbing on the side of the tires there, they did good. They did real good. So I'm liking those. The hubs that my buddy gave me, buddy Mark, again, they're from Dash, they're black. And I even told him, I said, hey, listen, I'm probably going to spray those with the Molotov Chrome and get them, shiny. I might release them to eBay or something like that. But when I do those, I'm definitely going to spray these. So we know we got the body working real good, or the body looking real good, the chassis running real good. We got to get the windshield in, we got to get these painted up, and then we're going to be done. So my opinion right now, a little bit fiddly trying to get everything to work good. But again, some guy made this, and I don't know who it is, and I apologize, but some guy made this, like I did years ago with the Batmobiles, just from the house. No injection molding, nothing like that. It's a two-part mold, all that stuff. So I'm impressed with it. Could it be better? I always think everything could be a little bit better. But right now, fun project, a little bit fiddly, but overall, not too bad. Guys, I'm sorry, I've got to end off now. My wife had surgery, and I've got to tend to her needs. She had surgery a couple days ago. She's just not up and around yet, so I've got to call this quits. Anyways, very quickly, where are we at? I like the Mako Shark. I really do. I think the bigger tires on back and front, it makes it, guys. It really makes it. And the Ford Galaxy here, I can't wait to finish it. We got it to where the body's on the chassis, and I was just thinking about it. It's got a okay shine to it, but you know what? The VRP will probably make that come out a whole lot better. So, guys, we're not done yet, but I do have to end off now. Thanks for watching. Let me know if you need anything, and if you like my stuff, tell other people, will you please? Thank you, guys. See ya. Well, I know I ended off, and one thing you're going to see here probably today after this video is I made a video for Trilogy Chiropractic, and they've helped us out so much with our dog London. Yeah, I know, chiropractors doing animals, these guys are the best of the best. So don't think I've shied away from doing the sock car videos. I just had to give a shout out to the guys at Trilogy Chiropractic Clinic. Those guys are awesome. All right, let me know if you need anything. See ya.